Hello YouTube. Today we're going to start with the refining part of the gold fingers from Eco Gold EX. And to do it we're going to use poor man's nitric, and for that we need nitric acid, muriatic acid, and some sort of nitrate. I'm using nitrate of soda, it's just what I have on hand. Most importantly, what you need: safety gear. This reaction is going to create deadly fumes. Wear your proper PPE. Alright, I've added some hydrochloric acid, and I need to add a little bit of nitrate to it. And what this does, it will form nitric acid as it dissolves. I don't want to add too much because I don't want it to run away on me. Now you will need some sort of heat source. I'm going to turn it on. Cover it up and have good ventilation. Alright, it took about an hour to dissolve everything in aqua regia. I've let it sit for another 45 minutes, just let it cool down. In the meantime, I made some fresh stannous chloride. Let's give it a test and see what it has. I've got a piece of cut filter paper. Go in here and get a little test. There's the stannous. A couple drops. You can see the color change. That really dark. Yes, we have gold in solution. From here, I'm going to filter the solution, and you see it's a green liquid because, well, we had copper in there too. I'm sure we have a little bit of iron left over. But we're going to filter it. We're going to filter it in junk, and we'll see you then. Filtration is complete. You can see nice clear liquid. This is the junk we removed through the filter. I've already cleaned this beaker. I'm going to pour it back into it, and we're going to precipitate some gold. Alright, I'm back for the precipitation. I'm going to be using iron sulfate, copperous, whatever you want to call it. I prefer this because, well, we already know we have contamination. And it's very good at dropping the gold and only the gold. So here we go. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but it is changing color. Going much darker. The gold is coming out of solution. Alright, we'll give it a stir, make sure it's mixed up well. If you look up top, there's our andesitic gold floating on top. almost immediately you can see a clearing line where the gold's coming out of solution, and it's coming on the bottom, and this is our gold, if it'll focus. Alright, so I want to make sure we have every bit of gold that can be precipitated, so let's check it with standard chloride. You can see outside of some junk in the stannous, there's nothing left. We have precipitated all the gold. No more gold in solution. That's a good thing. It's only been about 3 minutes, 4 minutes. And there's our gold on the bottom. It's a nice layer on the bottom. Everything's settled. We're going to slowly decant this off into a temporary stock pot. Anything that does get poured over, I can get back later. There's our first look at the gold, and it already looks very, very nice. If I can focus. After this, I'm going to give it several hot water rinses and then a hydrochloric boil. I'll get back to you on the hydrochloric boil. I've transferred the gold into a smaller beaker and just going to give a hydrochloric boil. It's boiling. I'll get back to you. Boiling HCl, I don't know if you noticed, but it has a little bit of a yellow tint to it. What we're doing is we're driving off any remaining iron sulfate that remains. What I do want to do here is get in, get a quick stannous test. Let's make sure we don't have anything going in solution that shouldn't be. Okay, here we go. As you see, nothing. No precious metals in solution. What I'm going to do from here is I'm going to decant this off. I'm going to wash it several times with hot water. And I'm going to put more hydrochloric acid to it, give it another boil until it's completely clear. This is the second hydrochloric boil. It's been boiling for about 10 minutes. You can see it is perfectly clear. It means we've gotten rid of any iron sulfate that remained. After this, I've got to pour this hydrochloric acid off. More water rinses to get the acids off of it, and we'll start draining it up. Here's a look at our gold. It's looking phenomenal. Let's get it dried up. I would like to remind you this is not the full kilo of ram fingers. I did have this extra batch I had to do. This is about 2/3 of it that I've refined, but I've got about 10 more hours to go on this, and you can see it's the same thing. The gold's plating out. About 10 more hours left to go. I will add this to this later and get a correct yield for what I get out of 1 kilo of ram fingers. Alright, this is our total gold from both batches is looking stunning. I just want to get a weight on it so we can look at some sort of average recovery rate. Okay, let's get this scale tared out and get our yield. Alright, 6.1 grams out of 1 kilo of ram fingers. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.